It's like when you watch what's that movie? That
And we are back, guys. We are back with another one, guys. Oh my goodness, dude. You look great. You look
episode
great.
102.
102, dude. 102. 102. And I'm feeling a little chocolate rain coming on.
Chocolate rain.
Oh, you actually know
Every
what I'm
time
talking
it
about.
rains, it rains.
Kudos.
Chocolate rain.
Wait, are you talking about the old version? Or are you talking about the meme, the guy, the little kid that was singing it?
Oh, the kid back in the day, the one that made it up. I forgot his name. He was like
okay.
on talk shows for that.
You added like this little, you added like this Frank Sinatra kind of spin on it. I was like, was it already a song before he made it, or what?
Can you imagine Sammy Davis Jr.? Chocolate rain every time. No.
That's what I thought you were doing, dude. I was like, what's going on?
You're gonna get us canceled for talking about chocolate rain.
We can't talk about chocolate rain. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I think everything nowadays gets you canceled, bro. You know
right?
What I'm saying?
That hack's gonna get us canceled.
I think talking about getting canceled is gonna get us canceled.
You think so? Do you think at some point there's gonna be cancel culture?
You got to. You got to. You got to have to start.
You got to cancel the cancelers.
You got to cancel the cancels. At some point, they have to be stopped. You know, like, how
do you feel about that?
Anti-cancel the cancel.
Like, do you think there are certain people that actually deserve the cancel?
Do I think? Yeah, there's a lot of people that deserve, dude. And I'm sorry if other people are watching that do this, dude. and you know, make money off of it. But all means, you know, like, but a lot of these social media influencers, dude, I can't stand. I can't stand them, and then they go like all these little skits and stuff they do to get like, you know, attention, clickbait, whatever. I get the reason behind it. It's your money. Go do, you know what I'm saying? Go get it. Get the clickbait, whatever. I don't care. But it's annoying when I see it on my feed, you know, because the
You can
acting's
tell when
horrible.
it's fake, right?
The acting's horrible. Like, I mean, they're like, oh my God, caught caught my wife cheating on me, you know, and then like the camera's like this fucking close to their fucking face, you
Yeah.
know. It's like, oh yeah, you know, it's real. It's real. No, it's not. It's not real.
No, the ones that bug me is like, so I watched this couple and they were cute for like the first 1 or 2 videos, right? Like she'd prank him here and he'd prank her there. And then at one point you could almost tell like they were both in on it. And then once I got wise to that, I started watching all the videos. I'm like, this is all. At no point is he going to walk up behind her. Like I would never walk up behind my wife and take some scissors and cut a piece of her hair off. She would kick me in the nuts. No man's going to do that unless it's set up. You know what I mean? It's all for the fucking clickbait. And that's what you don't get from the Phat and Spicy show. When I burnt myself with my chest here, that wasn't set up. That was real shit.
No, yeah, no, I was there. I seen your chest hair burn, dude.
When I have a bad day, I put that clip on, dude. Like I'll watch that YouTube short of me burning it. I think it's called Spicy Loses His Cherry. And your reaction, just that face you just made just now, that laugh you make just gets me every time.
Yeah, dude. I just want people to know in Twitch that it is my 10th-month sub anniversary, and I'm gonna shout myself out because I'm a motherfucking beast.
You 10-month sub into the Phat and the Spicy show?
That's right, dude. I'm a hardcore fan. I'm not gonna lie. You know, especially that one dude with the hat, fucking sexy. I'll be watching.
I know that dude with the long hair. He interrupts all the time. He thinks he's kind of smart. He needs to go.
No, but like I said, dude, to me it's the skits, bro. It's the skits. It's the recording yourself doing these good deeds. You give somebody some shoes, or you're like, and the guy is like, you know, he's like, I pictured this. Here, you're hungry. Here's some food, and then the guy's in your face like, get those tears. Zoom in on those tears.
Yep.
You see those tears? Get them. Like, dude.
Yep. And he's not recording it with his own phone, like this. There's somebody else with a professional camera filming this.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're not gonna, yeah. So I gotta ask you, what do you think about what's his face? Well, I can't remember his name, getting pulled over by the cops, Miami football. Did you see that video?
The only football person I know in Miami is
Oh shit. Hold on.
See. But anyways, what did he get pulled over for?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Tyreek Hill. So he got pulled over. I think it was speeding. So the cop comes up to the window and starts pounding on the window, and he's like, "Hey man, stop pounding." He's driving a fucking $200,000 car.
Okay.
Laws, can we find the video? There's got to be something of this because this is something that's really been bugging me.
So he's pounding.
I don't know how to. He's pounding this. So the cop walks up and he starts knocking on Tyreek's window. Tyreek won't open. He's like, "Stop pounding on my window, bro." And the cop continues and continues and continues. You'll keep a knocking. That's what I thought. I thought to say, you'll keep a knocking, but you can't come in. So he's knocking on the window. Tyreek won't open the car window. So the cop rips him out of the car. Once he's in handcuffs, he's like, "I just had surgery on my knee." And he's a football player, professional football player. What the? Did we get a flashing glimpse of Laws? Oh shit! Did you see that? No, there's no going back. You got to turn that camera on.
A rare glimpse. A rare
Oh my god!
My bad.
Wow. Stream.
A wild Laws has appeared.
Yeah, Laws appeared on stream. That is wild.
Wow.
That is wild, guys.
Was that one of those scripted TikTok moments?
No, that wasn't. That was not. That was not. That was awesome. Crazy. That's funny.
That was a total accident. Sorry about that.
That was funny. And here the whole time she kept telling us she did not have a camera. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I don't have a camera. It doesn't. I don't have a camera. It doesn't work. It never
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Meanwhile, what you guys don't know is that the whole pre-show, she was on camera talking with us. I'm gonna spill the fucking beans. I don't care.
Spill the beans, dude. Spill the beans. But make sure you pick them
I
back up
can't
because we
because
don't
I
have that
don't.
kind of
I
money.
don't have anybody.
Okay?
To,
We don't have
right?
that kind of money to believe beans.
All right, what am
We don't have.
what am I finding? What am I
Oh, it
doing?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was just talking about this football player that got arrested.
So,
They
so the
let
whole
him
point
go.
they dragged him out the car. But what was the whole point?
So the point is that once he's in handcuffs and they're trying to sit him down on the curb, he says, "I've got I just had surgery," and then another cop just grabs him across the neck and just booms him right onto the ground. How do
Okay,
you
so
feel
first
about
of all,
like I get
first
he's
of all,
being a little bit, agitated with the cop, but once he's in handcuffs, do you really need to clothesline the guy to the ground?
no. Like one, like there's a point where you as an officer, you allow your emotions to get the better of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these cops are held to such a high standards because they're not supposed to allow that. You're supposed to be able to do essentially what the Queen's Guard does, and just stand there and not be phased by
Mhm.
the outside world. That's essentially the training you're supposed to have. I believe you're supposed to have as a police officer. You know what I'm saying? You are unfazed. You don't let your emotions cloud your judgment because that can cost you. That can cost you your job. It can cost you your life.
Well,
It can cost you
yeah.
somebody else's life. You know.
But on the other hand, you got to give these guys sympathy, right? Like you don't know if you're walking up to a traffic stop if the guy's going to pull out a knife. I mean, you always have to be on alert, don't you? Like, don't you feel
Well, yeah,
like you're always at a heightened sense of something? And maybe, and I'm not
yeah, you have to
defending
be.
any of this. I'm actually just trying to look at it logically.
No,
So,
it's like I
how
said,
do you go from that nervousness to like de-escalate?
again, like I said, it's within the moment where you sit there and you say, "Hey, the guy's in cuffs. What can you do?"
Right.
At that point, anything after that is excessive force.
Now, there was more
This-
teammates that pulled up in front of the incident, like
Mhm.
blocking the road, like at an angle. And the cop said, "Move your car," and they wouldn't. And I think you got it at that point when there's a situation going on, you can't be pulling up like that. I think you need to
Yeah,
move. And
no.
again, I'm not
You
defending
definitely,
or,
you definitely cannot. You definitely cannot be
but that
pulling
seemed
up to an
uncalled for to
active
me.
scene. You know what I'm saying? You can't be pulling up. Again, they don't know who you are. You could be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be someone trying to jump out and fight the cops. You could be doing a drive by on another, on a person that you don't like. Anything and everything, and all these things have to be taken in consideration because what's going to happen if all of a sudden uh, it's a rival gang that somebody's in, somebody's kids in,
Yes.
their kids in
Yes.
handcuffs. The cops aren't aware. They let the people get close. Then they shoot the kid while he's in handcuffs and drive
Or the
off.
cops because they're trying to help the guy or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody knows.
like
I get that. And it's
like I
not a
said,
race thing, white, black, it doesn't matter. That's not the issue. The issue is don't
I
interfere.
assure you,
So
there
I
are
see these
multiple race
guys.
gangs.
I agree with you. Like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Remember all the 80s movies had like four
The
different races in each
Warriors.
street gang?
The Warriors. The Warriors. Anyway, but what we
Anyway,
were talking about was the whole premise of, is it? Well, I don't know the premise of what we were talking
it
about. I'm
doesn't
not
even
gonna
matter. It
lie.
just we're just talking. It's how much is too much. I felt bad for the guy that got tackled and arrested, but at the same time,
But
like
at the same time, oh
50-50, I
yeah,
think
that's what. But
maybe.
like I said, at the same time, you said they were knocking on his window for him to open up or get out or something.
Oh, they wanted to see him. They're like, open your window, roll down your window so we can talk. But he was
Okay.
pounding on the guy's window. I wouldn't be doing that on a
But at
200
the same
customer.
time, you don't for a traffic violation, you don't need to have your whole, window down. I mean, this is at that point it becomes again you allowing your emotions to get the better of you. If it's a traffic violation, hey, this is why I pulled you over. Blah blah blah. This, what I'm saying? Here you go. Give me your license. I'll check. Be right back. That's all it has to be because that's all it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
You allow your
All
pride
right.
to get the better of you.
So this brings me into my segue. When have you, Fatsy, completely lost control?
At the buffet line, dude.
I knew you were gonna say something silly like that. Can you think of a time in your life when you actually like just lost, like you saw red? Like that's it.
Yeah.
Done? Like
I've
you
never
ever had
been
a
done.
road rage incident or anything like that?
I've never been done. I never like blanked out. I've never actually done anything out of anger that was like standing in a pool of blood, you know. But I have seen red before. But I'm one of those people that are very self-aware.
Mhm.
So I'm very self-aware of where I'm at all times and where my mental state is at. You know, yeah, I get angry. You know, who doesn't get angry? You know, and but even when I'm you know, drinking with friends or something, and we're out there drinking for a long time, I never allow myself to like get too far gone. You know, where I'm like, oh, I don't remember what happened, guys. You know, no, I remember. I remember everything. Doesn't matter how much I drink. I can be drinking from sundown to sun up, and it's still the same concept. I don't know if it's just too much pride. I just won't allow myself to ever be like, ugh, and lose
I
myself.
dig that. I dig that. That's cool.
So I
I don't
remember
like
this one time.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys just have us on in the background and you are not paying attention, you need to get on your fucking stream right now. Excuse the language, bleep this out for YouTube so we get on the algorithm. Laws has appeared on camera. There she is for what, 85,
I think
75
I think
episodes?
that deserves a sub. I'm gonna gift a sub here. Let me gift a sub in
Laws, while he's doing
honoration.
that, have you ever
Sorry to
lost?
break everybody's image of my perfectness.
No,
Gift a sub.
you're even
You
more
are
perfect.
beautiful. You are wonderful.
We
We
love
love
you.
you. We don't care what they think. We don't care what Josh thinks. Look at him over there.
Have you, Laws,
um,
ever lost control? Like where you're just like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
I
I
mean,
want
you
to.
know,
Can I take a guess? Can I say
sometimes.
yes? Can I say yes? Can I say yes for long? I just believe that she's that type of person. This is
Believe
my
we've had
sketch.
staff meetings where she goes off on us. What are you talking about? We've heard it.
I know.
She's
Well,
evil.
I'm not evil. I'm like the nicest person ever.
That's true.
That's not.
But a good producer does need to have a little bit of piss and vinegar, which you got.
Yeah.
We love you. It's good to
Uh,
see you.
it's good to be seen. Aw, Rizzo for the 1 month sub.
Ooh, ooh.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Coming in with the love, baby. We appreciate
Oh
it.
boy.
Yes, yes. Hey, y'all keep them subs up.
Oh,
We're gonna get Laws like a little party hat. You know what I'm saying? A little pointy party hat. It's probably gonna be
yeah,
about a
fix my
dollar.
pigtails.
About a dollar, baby. You know, that's a lot to
I
spend.
need to fix my. I'm gonna do that. Laws was trying to teach me earlier, and I fucked him up, so I said screw it.
I was. Well, you guys see my eyeball back there?
Your
Your
eyeball.
eyeball? What, you
My
got an eyeball
eyeball.
in the back? Oh, I see it. What the heck? Why do you have an eyeball on yourself?
Yeah, what is it?
That's just me.
You
Anyways,
just grabbed it.
lose
Well, no.
control.
Wait. Hold on. It's Halloween, so you just grabbed an eyeball out of a box and put it on your shelf. Like after Halloween, are you going to put it away and put a turkey up there? Like what's the
No,
story?
so there was this giant, right? And he was just like walking down the street, and I was like, "Yo, man, you fucking pissed me off."
That's where she lost it, and that's
God bless you,
That's
lady.
where I lost it.
Oh my god.
No.
Anyway.
Slapping people's eyes
Absolute
out.
in with the sub, the gifted subs. Thanks, man. Thank you.
We love you, dude. Yeah, you really do help us out.
No, I'm a horror fan, and I just every time I see not a horror.
We heard
I don't know
you.
how to say it.
I'm a fan of horrors too. I mean horrors too, horror movies. You know?
I like to grab just little knickknacks, like
Patty wax, give a dog a bone.
Halloween. I grab things like
What are you
my
drinking
cup.
over there, buddy? What? I need one of those. I need one of those tall
My
glasses.
beer.
You guys. I got this.
So this my kids got this for me. It says my favorite people call me dad. It was a
Really?
Father's Day mug. Yeah, it says my favorite people call me dad. And this is what I used. It's 16 ouncer, so it holds a full pint. And I just right
That's
now I'm drinking an
crazy.
agate cream ale that our brewery makes. It's made with a little bit of lactose. So if you're lactose intolerant, it's not the greatest beer for
So
you,
you're
but
gonna get
it's
gassy.
very not me. I love it. But it's very creamy and smooth and very nice. Anyway,
But
as we
no,
were
back
talking,
to what you were talking about. Cream ale. Yum. Have you ever had coffee ale? That's really good.
Ever had butterbeer? That's good. That's crazy stuff.
so I haven't had a coffee ale, but we do make what's called a breakfast stout because it's made with an oatmeal grain, and
Mhm.
it's quite delicious. Me and the old owner of the brewery, Rick, used to drink a half pint every morning and call it our morning coffee because it's got a nice roasty, rich black, nice black beer. Just beautiful. I miss that
Loz's
guy.
face is delicious, or Cali Creamin' is delicious? Because I mean, like, you
Cali
said it's
Cream and Cream
delicious.
Ale. No, the beer, the Cali Cream and Cream Ale.
No, back
I
to
don't
if
know
I've
what you
ever
guys. I
lose
feel like this is a
control.
very Caucasian topic, and I'm left out.
That's okay, man. Just drink your Dos Equis and be fine.
I'm
Laws,
just-
go ahead, please.
If I've ever
Got the
lost
cream ale.
control, like, what do you
Yeah.
consider lost control?
Like, have you ever got to the point where you feel like your emotions completely take over and you can't, like, there's no
In other
physical
words, you
boundary
feel
that
like
could
a
stop
butthole
yourself?
at the end. You're like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that.
Every time I argue with somebody, I feel like it's like PTSD has taken over my body, and like I can't.
You feel like PTSD takes over your body?
Yeah.
I feel like diabetes takes over my body.
I just mean, like, like I grew up in like a very, I don't want to say different because people have lived this life, but like, like I'm used to like people arguing, so I feel like when there's arguments, like kind of just like I'm kind of out of body during that.
So you
Maybe.
you you shut down.
Yeah, kind of. And
I dig that.
if I'm like texting somebody, I don't really read fully what's being said. I don't really
Is it
comprehend fully what's
So
being said.
what is that? There's a word
so
for that. There's a word for that. It's called blind anger, blind rage.
Maybe.
well, no, like I get what she's saying though, because sometimes in text and chat, like you've had this, man, where it's hard to get somebody's inflection. Are they joking? Are they not joking? Is there like
Mm.
you know what I mean? That's something tough.
Oh my
Like
God! Speaking
I'm
of
not a
which, go ahead. Sorry, I have to show you guys a video. I'm going to show you. Keep talking. Sorry.
Yeah, I think with
no, I'm
mine, I think
good.
my biggest thing was I try to read the room a lot. A lot of intuition
You're
goes
not
into
very
that.
good at that though.
Reading people. Who me? You're crazy. Look at me.
It's called tact, motherfucker.
I'm gonna read the room right now. Watch this. Look, I'm sensing constipation.
When you're right, you're right. You asshole.
I think the other time I've lost control is like there was this one night that I was not very responsible at all.
You mean yesterday?
Yeah, every day of my life.
Every day.
No. I had a little bit way too much to drink. Like way too much to drink. And I drove and I went and like
Ooh,
laid down in the ocean. And I was just like laying there because I was like
Okay, now when you say in the ocean, are we talking about in the ocean or are we talking about
in
outside?
the ocean. Yeah.
on the sand with it washing up on
No,
you.
like I straight up fully clothed went into the ocean and laid.
You know
Come
you
take
can
me
die from
now.
that shit, right?
I'm surprised I did not die. I was having a moment.
The ocean sucks, man. I still have a scar on my knee. I was surfing in Hawaii. I fell and I scratched it on some coral. And the lifeguard had to come and dig out this piece of coral because he said that if I didn't dig it out, it would keep growing in my knee.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know
He
what's
said
wrong
it
with
just
you guys.
festers and grows.
You guys are talking about feet and sandy buttholes. It's just weird. Listen,
Oh, you don't hang it. You've never been
we're gonna
surfing. You don't
we're
ride.
gonna
You've never
give
played polo.
the people the reason that they came here, and it's for us to talk about the debate.
Me.
All right. Let's
Oh.
talk about the debate.
Wait, I
Here
was
we
going to show
go.
you guys a video, but yeah, talk about the
Wait.
debate because it's better. My
Yeah.
video.
Post the video real quick.
What's your debate?
No. Go ahead.
First one. Does pineapple
Yeah.
belong on pizza?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. Anyways, no, it
Yes.
doesn't. Back next question. All right.
No. This is a debate. So you have to give me my 30 seconds. Today I made a pizza with the pizza sauce. Do you shut your mouth and listen to this? This is going to change your life. The sauce was sweet Thai
There we
chili
go.
sauce. Have you ever had sweet Thai chili sauce?
Dude, I don't even know what that
Mayploy?
is.
It's a clear, sweet, but with chilies, it's like a. Anyway, it was sweet Thai chili sauce, Mayploy on the crust, right? Then some
What's
cheese,
Mayploy?
pepperoni, bacon, pineapple. Put that shit in the oven. Bring it out. Put some fresh garlic on top. Put it in your face hole. It was the pizza of the week. What?
What's Mayploy?
Get us a picture of Mayploy. Mayploy. Mayploy sweet chili sauce. It's beautiful. It's like this clear candy sauce with chili flakes in it. It's so good. It's so sweet.
Oh,
And
like
when you
a
bake
sweet
it
and
on a
sour
pizza,
sauce?
kind of, except it's got chili flakes in it, right? And when you put it on the pizza, it caramelizes around the crust, so it's like nice and caramelized, but it's so good with the pepperoni and the garlic. Anyway, you don't understand, man. Go eat your enchiladas.
At no point in this conversation did you even intrigue me on what you had to say. Okay, the chat agrees. Nobody wants no pineapples on their pizza. Okay.
All right, how about this? Yeah, there it is. There it is. See that sweet Thai chili sauce? It's so yummy.
It looks. Look at it.
It
Looks yummy. Look at it. Looks.
Only
Shut up.
Tomato
$2.68
sauce.
Okay,
here in
okay,
Walmart
okay.
near
Let me.
you.
It's very cheap. All right, Fatsy. Let me ask you this then. Let me propose one more pizza, and you tell me if the pineapple doesn't belong. Okay.
Okay.
Pizza crust, beer cheese as the sauce. The beer cheese I make with the agate cream ale, right? So that's the sauce. Then fresh mozzarella, and then mozzarella, and then you take jalapenos, bacon, and pineapple, and that's your pizza.
But not
You
tomato
tell
sauce.
me,
But
no,
not
beer
Not
cheese
mozzarella.
with
tomato
the
base.
tomato
Not
sauce.
tomato base. Okay.
No, beer cheese, but with the pineapple, jalapeno, and bacon. You can't tell me that that's
What-
not an award-winning
So
pizza.
it's just bacon. That's it. No chicken. Nothing like that.
No, I told you bacon, jalapeno, and pineapple on beer cheese with mozzarella. You can't tell me
How
pineapple
thick is
don't
the
go on that
crust?
pizza.
Thin crust.
Oh, it's a thick
Medium
crust pizza. It's a thick crust pizza. You need something to soak up that beer cheese because it's a heavy taste, so the bread will help neutralize the middle.
I might.
Come
go for
on,
that.
man.
I might go
I
for
knew
that.
it. I win.
Okay. But like I said,
Critical
my
idiot
thing
right
is
here.
My thing is this: you're
What?
putting it on tomato-based pizzas. It's not good.
So that's the issue I think people are having is you have so much acidity from the
He said,
pineapple.
anybody that highlight that comment.
All right, you know what? You can
Anyone
just
who
get
pronounces
the.
mozzarella as mozzarella knows nothing about food.
Do you see what I wear? Do you see the Italian good luck charm that I wear on my neck right here? Okay, this is how my grandmother pronounced it. This is how my father pronounced it. It's how I pronounce it. So I don't want to hear about what you have
Can
to
you
say.
say mozzarella just for me one time?
Mozzarella. And tomatoes aren't tomatoes. Tomatoes are pomodoro. And so what you eat.
Pomodoro.
Pomodoro.
Pomodoro in the horror.
There we go, right there. That's the true pronunciation right there.
Mozzarella. Shut up. I hate you.
That's the way it's spelled. That's the way it's supposed to sound. That's not for debate.
How come they don't put two T's in pizza then? It should be P-E-T-T-S-A or P-E-E-T-S-A, right?
Pizza.
It's spelled pizza. Or as we say, all pizza.
We got the poll up, and the poll on the pineapple versus pizza debate. We got 2 for hell no and 1 for eh.
Wait,
there's
no yes? You don't have a yes? Wait, he didn't.
Got 3
can I
for
guess
hell no.
Who has what?
3 for hell no.
Yes. Law's guess.
Okay. I feel like Absolute and Rizzo said hell to the no. KS said hell to the yes.
Okay.
Am I right?
Spicy says hell to the yes.
Oh,
I
Spicy
said
says
hell
hell
to
to
the
the yes.
no.
Fat
But on
says
that
hell to
pizza,
the no.
Jacob, you said you were
But
willing to try it.
that pizza, I would be willing to try it. Correct. I didn't say it was good though. I said I would be willing to try it. But as it currently stands, without me having a slice of that pizza, it's a hell to the no.
I just listen. So it's the same debate, right? Do you drink white wine with fish or red wine with fish?
I don't
White
red
wine with
fish.
steak. Hold on. Let me finish my thought before you burst in again. Or red wine with steak. It doesn't matter. Just like pizza, it's personal preference. What you enjoy as flavors. Look, some people like you've heard this, right? Some people eat cilantro and it tastes like soap to them. You've heard that, right? Like Laws, you said you're one of those, right? You eat cilantro and it has that soapy taste.
It's the devil's lettuce.
Right. Well, no,
And
I've got the devil's lettuce over here waiting for me after the show. But
choose to be doctors and save lives. Some people choose to be murderers and take lives. One of them is wrong. We all got the freedom of
And some of us are
opinion,
rich and drink
but
wine
I'm just
with our
saying.
steak,
Is
and some
wrong,
of us are poor.
just
and
like in
drink
this case,
fucking
there's a right
water.
and there's a wrong. We have laws here, and you ain't gonna break them on this
We
show.
do have Laws here. She's right over there. She's staring at me. Look, it's a matter. Look, different people's taste buds are different. Some
Again,
people like ketchup. Some people like mayonnaise.
This is the debate. We have the audience here. The audience has voted. Does pineapple belong on pizza? 75% hell no. 25% said eh. All right, that is the end. That is there. Where's my gavel? Meeting and journal towel.
The only time pizza belongs on pizza is if you're SpongeBob and some wild chips fell from the ceiling while you're watching Snow Bowl on TV.
That's it.
See, now you just Gary, come home. All I have to say.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Wait,
The worst part is that
really
you're
happen on the show.
Hold, no, it didn't. But hold on. The worst part is you're debating this with a professional pizza chef. I'm an award-winning pizza chef. You're arguing with me about pineapple on pizza. I'm telling you, it's a personal
right
taste.
now. Those award ceremonies are about as legit as the Oscars. Okay.
People try these pizzas. They're not professional chefs. They're people. They try the pizza. They eat it. They're like, this is good.
We all know.
Piece.
We
this
all
sucks.
know you're from California, and everybody knows that up north.
I'm not. No.
The
I
northern
am
part
from
of
Portland,
California,
Oregon, sir.
Okay. Well, you're even northern than that. The air pressure is so tight, y'all lose a couple of brain cells. Okay, it happens. It's okay. I'm gonna forgive you though, because you're my best bud.
Are your buttholes clenched like this big too?
No. Spicy, come back! Spicy, come back!
Spicy, come back!
Oh Lord, but no. But like I said, in the end, would I give that pizza a try? Yes, I would. But like I said, as it stands, and as the people have already voted, in the Phat and Spicy show, majority wins. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Okay. All right. So, on to the next topic of debate. We have the meeting here. Let's see. Which makes a better companion, a cat or a dog?
Dog. Easily dog. You can't walk a cat with any certainty. You can walk I have both. The cat doesn't give a shit whether I live or die. When I come home, the dog's like, "Oh my God, you're home. I love you." The cat couldn't give a fuck about me.
But isn't that why it's the best option?
No.
Sometimes it does.
Now, there's no difference between me changing a cat box and going outside and walking the dog and picking up his shit. At least when I walk the dog, I get some exercise. The neighbors love him. If I let the cat out, I'm never going to see the fucking thing again.
Unless you train it to be on a leash.
I'm just saying. Now that's true. We do have a guy. We do have a guy that works at my brewery that has a cat. He's one of my cooks, and he brings the cat to work on a leash, and it sits on his shoulder when he's drinking beer. Not when he's working, but So that's true. You can train them. But
I knew this guy who was a backpacker. He backpacked in like Southeast Asia, and he had a cat that he would backpack with, and that cat would fucking travel with him everywhere.
I was gonna say something, but I don't think it's very, nice to say on stream. So I'm gonna say it anyways.
What?
Southeast Asia is a horrible place to go backpacking with a cat. I'm just saying.
Where is? Yeah, you're not wrong. I quote Adrian Cronauer from Good Morning Vietnam. Never eat at a restaurant located next to a pound.
Yeah,
We've got a couple dogs and a couple cats here.
All right, so Rizzo
yeah, guys,
says
for celebrating the month of September, guys, for the subs, Laws did a face reveal, guys. So if you were subbing, if you have subbed before, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's because you guys that we got Laws to show her face.
It's true. We've been begging, and she said no. But if we get the right amount of subs, maybe. She was maybe for the 100th episode. Didn't happen. 101.
We had to pay. We have to pay. We have to buy. I was like, Laws, this is not your OnlyFans. What are you doing?
I felt like a John.
I said if I can get 2 guys to sub for me, I'll go on cam, and then Absolute and Rizzo, man.
Oh my god! But okay, so we got. Let's see. What are we looking at the poll? The current poll right now is the better pet, cat, dog. We have dog 1%, no cats. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not a big animal person. I'm not a big pet person, so I won't vote on this.
You're not a pet guy, yeah.
I like.
But if you had to choose,
I like them at other people's houses.
No. But let's just say that Elfie came home, right? And she's like, "Hey, I want a pet, cat or dog. What would you have to?" And she gave you the eyes, you know. What would you?
But again, I would have to go for a dog only because, like you said, cats don't make the good cuddlers. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna want to cuddle it. She's gonna want to hold it, and the cat's not gonna be up for that. It's gonna scratch.
But look, their purrs are scientifically proven to help heart disease and depression.
But my children don't have heart disease. Maybe depression. They're my children. I don't know, but they're my kids.
Probably have depression.
Cats cuddle.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, good news though. They're moving my daughter. She's in 7th grade. They want her to go to freshman math. Can you believe that? I'm like really proud of that kid. She's super smart.
Awesome, dude. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was. That meant something.
We're gonna get her a fat and spicy mug.
Where's my fat? I have one around
here. Tequila out of in class.
No, what?
Oh, it's in the dishwasher. My fat and spicy mug's in the dishwasher. I'll just give her that one.
I like what Shane Gillis said. Cats are autistic and dogs have Down syndrome.
Yes, it's true. Dude, if you had to turn my cat into a person, he would be the most... You know who he'd be? He'd be Kevin Spacey. Just that blank look on his face. There's nothing you can say that will affect me.
It's that cat.
My dog?
It looks like grandma.
Yeah, the cat. Yeah, there's that.
The fucking cat looks like grandma.
I got a dog. He's a black cocker spaniel. And if I had to put my dog as a human being, he'd be a bro. Like hat on backwards, wearing the flip-flops, probably pledging in a fraternity. Let's drink out of a keg, dude.
I'm just saying, when was the last time we see the cat jump in the river to save a drowning kid?
Huh? Yeah, but if you want to go on like a trip or something like that, you can just leave your cat. You can't just leave your dog.
I'll leave them. I don't care. They got them self-feed bowls now on Amazon you can get.
They do.
They got little timers on them. They got apps. You can feed them from the app. They even got a little camera on there. You can see.
But who's going to let them shit? Are you going to let them shit in your house?
Yeah, they got the doggy door, obviously, yeah.
But what's going to guarantee he comes back?
It's your backyard.
You got a fence around your backyard, don't you, bro?
Yeah, but I used to have a little dog that jumped over a big fence.
You put the little shock collar on. He won't go long. He won't go far.
Don't put a shock collar on.
Don't shock your dog.
It's just a little.
Put a shock collar on you.
We're gonna put a shock collar on you.
Do it. I want it.
Cats do cuddle too. Every morning, not every morning, but like every 5 mornings, my cat Ollie comes up and cuddles with me in the morning.
For how long?
See, that's cute.
For as long as he fucking wants, because I'm the same way. I want you to hold my butt as long as I want you to. But then when I'm done, I want to go on and do my own thing.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough, guys. Well, the poll is ended here. The poll is ended, and this fan spicy crew has decided that they can't make up their fucking minds. It's 50-50 right down the damn middle.
It's 50-50, dude. Of course it is. Of course it's 50-50. There are some people that are cat. Now, the rare person is the one that's like, I'm both, homie. I like them both.
I don't have this question written down.
Dogs
but this
can
is
help
something.
you fight coke.
This is something we were discussing at work, and I was talking to you about it earlier. A hot dog. What do you call the wiener, like y'all call it a wiener.
No, it's Frank.
So you
It's a
like when
hot
you're
dog.
grilling, you like, let me get a Frank.
Yeah, let me get a hot dog. Give me a hot dog.
Depends on how frisky I'm feeling that day.
It's a weenie. It's not a hot dog. It's not a hot dog. You put it into the bun.
What do you mean it's a weenie?
So what do you call a hot dog?
A hot dog. A hot dog's a
dog.
hot dog. You have a hot
So you put a
dog?
hot dog in a hot dog?
Yes. Hot dog. Armor hot dogs. What kind of kids eat armor hot dogs? They're
Can
not
I tell you
weenies.
guys a fun fact?
Armor
It's a
wieners.
weenie.
They don't-
And you put the weenie in a bun. The bun gives you a hot dog. That's the whole combination is a hot dog. It's not a hot dog in a hot dog.
So is a hot
Can I
dog a
tell you-
sandwich?
Oh no.
It's a hot dog a sandwich? Yeah, it's a between. So it's meat between two breads.
Can I tell you a fun fact?
If a
What?
sub is a sandwich, a hot dog.
Sorry, Lots.
No, you're fine. When I was little, I did an audition to be an Oscar Mayer Wiener kid.
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Jacob laughing.
The big, huge, like wiener truck came to town.
Oh, the Weenie Mobile?
Do you
Did
remember
you
the
see that
song?
somebody crashed it?
Do you
Asian
remember
Yeah, I
the
just
myself.
song?
sang it for you. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Yeah, there's that
Because
song,
Oscar
and then
Mayer
they had to
wieners taste
sing.
the best.
No, that's
No?
not how it goes.
How's it
No.
go?
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer Wiener. I don't
How's it
remember.
go, Laws?
Something. Wish
How's
that
it go,
I could
Laz?
be. And if I was an Oscar Mayer Wiener, everybody would love me, or something like that.
Everyone would take a bite of me.
There's also, it's like they do the Mickey Mouse one too, but they're like, oh,
I
it's
thought it was the
so
because Oscar Mayer has a way with oh, that's baloney. Never
yeah,
mind.
no,
Baloney.
that one too.
Okay.
Because Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA.
I've never heard the wiener one. I'm sorry, I never heard the wiener.
You've never
uh,
heard the Oscar Mayer wiener song?
No, never heard it. That was the 1st
You've
time.
never-
Like I said, the only one that I've ever heard was the baloney. My
Okay.
baloney has a first name.
Yeah,
Right.
that was it. Yeah.
But wait. But in your
Oh,
defense,
yeah.
they don't say, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer hot dog. They say, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. You're
Thank you.
absolutely right. So
Thank you.
in teasing you, I was proven wrong. My bad.
There we go. That's another one down for the boys, and we're off to the
All
great
right,
start.
This is
of
a
the
great
races.
debate, man. And
Yeah,
we should
if
both
you-
run for president.
If you do it over a fire, do you say, hey, look, we should cook some hot dogs on the, like if you just do like a
No, you have a
wiener on the
roast.
They're
stick?
weenies. They're weenies. They're weenies.
Weenie
They're
roast.
weenies.
Roast
They're
of
weenie
weenies?
weenie roast. Yeah, weenie roast. That's
Weenie
it.
roast.
Yeah.
That's
When
what I'm
guys
saying.
get together, they're all hanging out. It's a weenie show.
That's true, absolute.
My biggest
Is
problem
it-
is
is
my
it
wife
taco
never eats
or
anything
sandwich?
raw. So
Guys, is a taco a
You know,
sandwich?
I never knew what a weenie
Yes.
roast was. You know, I thought growing
That's
up,
where
I
you
thought it
roast
was where.
weenies.
Yeah, I know. You know, I thought it was where everybody. You know, when I grew up, the guys used to get all the guys in the showers used to do weenie roast all the time. They used to all stand there naked
Shut
on
up.
each other. They're like, it's small. I'm
That's
just
not
kidding.
a weenie roast, Jacob. That's a sausage party. There's a
It's a
difference.
sausage fest.
It's a horrible joke.
Is a taco a sandwich, guys?
Is a taco?
Yes, a taco is
sandwich?
yes, it is.
Wait,
well,
wait,
no.
Whoa, what?
Well,
What?
hold on. Yeah, I say
What?
yes, but with stipulation.
What kind of
bread is
taco are you talking about?
What?
A stipulation.
What kind of taco are you talking about? I'm
You
talking
talking about a
tacos.
hard shell taco? You talking about a soft shell taco?
A
You talking about
taco
an
is
actual
Does it
taco?
matter?
Yes, it does matter.
So
How?
what type of
Because
taco means if it's a sandwich or not?
There are hard breads and soft breads. Is a tortilla shell not just a harder a bread shell? It's
If
flour,
it's made out of maize,
water,
Did you say maize?
corn,
maize, corn or flour, right?
Corn's not bread.
It still makes a bread. I don't know what she's laughing about, but guys, I'll be right back. I got to take care of something for 1 second. I will be right back.
I thought you said maize. And I was like, is it
Mice,
made out of
like
maize?
rat?
My yeast. My yeast.
Oh no, maize is corn in Spanish.
Oh.
Are you saying cornbread isn't bread? Shut your mouth, Rizzo. Somebody block him. Get him out of here. Throw him out of here. Get him out of here. He's supposed to be on my side. All of a sudden, he's switching sides. Switching sides out here.
Cornbread.
It's crazy.
I
Somebody
don't think
ban
a
him.
taco is a sandwich.
It's not. It's not. This is, if it was a taco, it'd be, if it was a sandwich, it'd be a taco. It'd be a sandwich. It'd be like, let me get a sandwich.
Bread can be made out of corn and potato. That's true.
That is true.
Ooh,
That is true.
it can be made out of pumpkin too.
Y'all just making bread out of everything. This is horrible.
I'm a little
It says,
sorry.
what is worse, slow walkers or loud chewers?
Mm.
Loud
Slap.
chewers. Loud
Yeah.
chewers.
Yeah.
Loud chewers, because you can always go around a slow walker.
Mm.
But if you're sitting down eating lunch or something and somebody just, like, I don't want, me personally, I don't want to pack up all my food and move to somewhere else. So I'm like, hey, you don't have to deal with it.
I have patience. I was a social worker, so I have a lot of patience for people.
Do you have
that
like a
aren't-
noise? Do you have a noise that just bothers the hell out of you? Like for me, I can't stand like that little, like on the chalkboard or something like on.
Oh yeah.
I can't stand that. It just like sends a demon down my
Like
back. or
rubbing a
something.
balloon.
I have some voices
No, that's not bad.
that are
That's not bad.
I can't stand.
Some voices
Spices.
you can't
What's
stand.
going on,
like-
Red Chacha? Come on. My daughter hates that.
What
I'll
if
tell
your
you that
friend is a slow walker, so you can't just walk around them, but you have to walk with them?
See, I'm one of those people that lead. I don't follow a lot unless you walk faster than me. So
If I'm
and
strolling with somebody, I've
one
told
of those
people to slow down.
that will leave you behind.
See, I like to take in the
Like-
scenery. I want to see it all.
I'll tell you, I'm like, hey, you know where we're gonna go? We're just gonna meet up and I'll see you there.
You would. I can see that.
I will. I'm telling you right now. I do it all the time. Why do you think my
Yeah,
kids
but
are
I'd
fast?
still
They're
be
fast
there
walkers.
ahead of time because I'm used to being on time and you're not.
Yeah, that's exactly why I walk fast because I'm always late.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So,
All right,
hey,
here's
man,
one-
before we get too far into time, though, I want to talk about yesterday,
What happened yesterday?
our D&D session, bro.
That is true, guys. If you are a fan of D&D, guys, always check us out. We have the new show brought to you by PNS Studios called Critical Idiots, guys. We've got 5 players, a DM. We just got done with session 0. So every Monday for about 3 to 4 hours. I think we started around 2 p.m. EST, some brother.
Mm-hmm.
2:30, 3 o'clock EST, and then we last to about 6.
Mhm.
So if you're interested in that, guys, catch us again next Monday. You can always check out YouTube at the PNS Studio and go watch it for yourselves.
It was a lot of fun, dude. Your character was awesome. I love the fact that you're all so full of yourself. It's the best thing ever.
He's arrogant. It's me.
But you proved yourself in the first battle by killing that guy with one blast, with one swing of your sword, dude. That was pretty cool.
And I'm just like, I'm like, where? Because like I said, he's a guy. He's supposed to have never done anything great, so he's off to prove himself, right? So, but he's always full of himself. Like for instance, I'll give you like a little future.
I just like how my guy called you on it. Was like, I've never heard of anything you've done.
Yeah, you're only 17. You're only 17. What do you know?
It doesn't matter. It's still funny as hell. I've never
But,
heard of you.
But like I said, he's one of those guys. He's gonna take complete credit for the whole thing. I just want you to know that.
Oh, I've already. That's in my head already. He's the champion.
Yeah, these are my sidekicks. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you're interested, that's a whole other show. We won't talk about it too much on here. But yeah, check us out Mondays.
Just real
let's
quick,
see this.
before we hold on, just give me a second.
What?
We do have to give a huge shout out to Aaron, our DM. He's killing it. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and talk about whatever the blah that you want. I've said my piece.
No, we're still in this debate, guys. We're still in the debate. And guys, if you got a question out there that you want us to debate, put it in there and we'll talk about it. I'll yell at Spicy for another 30 more minutes. I don't care.
Yeah, man, I'll take it. What you got?
Is water wet?
No. You don't know you're wet. You can feel the cold and you can feel the sensation. But unless you actually look and see that you're wet, you won't know.
So our fish is wet.
Technically, yes.
Are they wet to
Technically,
other fish?
no.
They're like, "Hey, Mister, you're really wet today."
So like when you take a fish out of water, does it become airy?
I don't
Are
even know
we
where
airy
you're
right
going with
now?
this, man. I thought
You know
I
what
was
I'm
the
talking
fucking guy that was on
You
weed.
know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't now. Your fish wet. No, but I'm sure they're awfully tired of seafood. What are your thoughts?
What, the fish are tired of seafood?
They only eat each other.
I mean, I'm just tired of all those drug addict fish smoking seaweed.
What are you talking about? Can we end the stream so I can go smoke some seaweed?
No. All right, here we go.
You have a
No.
bongo hit under
Here we
your
go.
desk.
Huh?
Wait, is dirt dirty?
Yes.
All right.
It gets
Would
you
you
I
rather
told him he
fight?
could take his bongo hit.
Hold on. We're
so-
yeah. Well,
Some bongos.
Jacob's right. We're digressing here.
Yeah, let's keep it going. All right, let's get into a little more serious topics here, guys. All right. Is social media doing more harm than good?
Yes, it's a drug. It's an absolute drug.
Yeah.
100%. I'll tell you that myself.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
You see my TikToks that I bring to the show. That's me laying in bed at 11:45 when I know that I have to be up in 5 hours, scrolling with my thumb, looking at fucking stupid crap that I know it doesn't
So are you
do
saying
me
that
any good.
so you don't have any self-control? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. It's not that I don't have any self-control, but when it comes to that specifically, yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like a conversation I heard with a really smart.
So should TikTok be held liable and accountable for your addiction?
No, it's my own choice to not put the phone down.
Okay. So
Just
Do
like
you
it's
think
my
that
choice
social
not to smoke.
media should have you sign a waiver?
No,
before you-
no, it's not their fault.
Let me ask this. Though. Do you think
I don't blame the dispensaries, dude.
Do you think social
When I go
media
out and I buy some
should be how do you say monitored more, like heavily
I think
what's the
censorship
word?
in any form is dangerous.
Not censored essentially as it is more
Well, you are saying censored, though. You're saying it needs to be monitored. If something on there isn't correct, then you're censoring it, correct?
Well, I will say, I think with social media and the right to freedom of speech,
Mm-hmm.
I just want a dislike button. That's all I want. I want a dislike button.
I have thumbs down on YouTube and stuff.
But I can't go on there and call you an idiot because that's cyberbullying. But that's freedom of speech, right? If I think you're an idiot, if I think you say something crazy, I'm going to call you out on it.
I know that
with that, and the problem
I
with
do
that,
know that in Twitch, I've tried to type something in.
This is not down talking on cyberbullying because that is a thing. I understand that. But there are certain things on there, that, like I said, I want to be able to disagree with. I want to say, hey,
well, you can disagree without being hurtful.
Or
you can make a point. It's kind of like my grandfather said when I was a kid. He said it takes a smarter man to have an argument without swearing than with swearing.
And that's true. That's true.
I mean,
that's
true. Just what he said.
But okay, let's say
I think the same thing comes down to
when does it become bad? When do these influencers or self-proclaimed social media influencers become it should become harmful more than they do good? When they're influencing,
when you're tearing the person down specifically without giving. So there's a such thing as criticism, and then there's such thing as constructive criticism, right? I can go to the guy that works for me and makes pizza and be like, your pizza sucks.
Okay, for instance,
you're a piece of shit. Or I can say, let me show you how to make it better.
Tide Pod challenge, right? All these different challenges that were going around, and people were getting hurt, or the one where they were holding their chest, they were holding them against the wall.
Well, those are just stupid though.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. At what point do does that, you know what I'm saying, people that are mimicking these things and uploading them to social media and stuff like that, when should those two get, so there should be some kind of accountability, so there should be some kind of
No,
repercussions?
no. You can make whatever content you want, but I think it's up to the people to get educated before they try to make these fucking things. That's the problem, is people don't teach critical thinking anymore. You need to be
Like
taught critical thinking so that when you grow up, your brain is mature. I know, dude. But you asked the
I don't
question. I'm
know. I
giving
mean,
you my.
it's the reason why, you know, they say, you know, this, they have on the labels on the bleach bottles, it says do not drink. Now they have them on Tide
But
Pods. Don't eat. You know, like, I mean, common sense isn't as common as it needs to be. Right?
dude, I remember when I unpacked my dad's VCR when I was like 13. And inside the VCR box came this little packet that said "Do not eat." And at no point was I like, I'm going to snack on these after I'm done setting up this VCR. It wasn't an option. You just know I'm not going to eat a package of something that comes in. You didn't need to put that on there. I'm not going to crack it open and swallow it. But the warning was on there because somebody did it.
Exactly.
So what the? I don't know. I don't know what to make of our society anymore. Tide Pods and ice buckets and do not eat these silicate gel packets. I don't know.
Yeah, dude,
And
you know, and
we
I
drank
like
out of the
Orbeez,
hose.
you
We
know?
took risks, but we weren't stupid.
You know, like it's just yeah, exactly. It's just, but do you think social media has dumbed people down?
I don't think it's dumb people down. What I think social media has done is it's destroyed people's what do you call it? Attention span.
Yeah, retention ability.
That's what
I
it
think
is.
it, but isn't that dumbing people down? If you are unable
No,
to retail, I mean, like, you know, hold any information to retain that information that you've learned, and the only thing that you're able to do is watch these little 5 minute clips, little 5 second, 10 second clips, and that's the only thing your brain can withstand before you lose your mind.
What if
Is
it's
that not
educational?
affecting you?
what if it's educational?
You do not. What can you learn in 10 seconds and then go to something completely different and retain that
I don't
information?
know. There's some videos that I've watched in 10 seconds that have really stuck with me. Like, and they've been like either motivational or they've been educational.
What educational video was that?
I mean, you know, I can't talk about it right now. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I knew she was gonna fucking. I knew it.
No.
Look, if you open a TikTok clip on your phone, right, and the first thing you hear is the sun is 4.6 billion miles away, and that's all he said. Well, now you know the sun is 4.6 billion miles, or the Earth is 4.6 billion years old. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, not the distance.
I get that, Rizzo. I get what you're saying on there. You know, why would you give it to them if you know they're not smart enough? But again, like I said, coming from you yourself know. How do you know they're not? How do you know they're not smart enough not to do it?
But how do you know they're not smart enough to?
Until you, well, I mean, I'll tell you this. Okay. All right.
He's asking you.
To me, I
Would
believe.
you give it to him?
Would I give? I wouldn't. Why would I give them anything? Like I said, if they don't have anything to do with them, they shouldn't have
If
it.
you were babysitting a room of kids, you know we're not smart enough to swallow the don't eat packages. Would you still give them the packages, or would you decide maybe it's best to not give it to them?
That's not fair. At what point are you going to be babysitting a group of kids and
Okay,
drop a
so
box of Tide in front of them and say, "Don't eat
no,
this"?
it's not even that. Okay, this is okay. Let's keep it figurative. They say it's a toy. All right, everybody familiar with the small toys, LOL dolls, Miniverse. They all have small pieces where there's Lego blocks or whatever. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. You know, you give it to them and you hope to God that they know better not to shove it in their damn nose. But guess what's going to happen? You know, and little Timmy or Tammy or Jose is going to be caught in the emergency room with a damn Lego block
Dude.
shoved in his ear.
You want to hear the story? I once shoved a Parcheesi dice up my nose.
A what?
A Parcheesi dice.
What does a Parcheesi
You know the
dice
game?
look like? Laws, pull that up. I want to see what
A
a
little
Parcheesi dice looks
And my
like.
dad said, "Anson, what is that strange sound when you're breathing?" And I said, "I don't know." So
Oh, it's
You
just
finally,
a
said
pair
you
of
don't
dice.
know. You
Pair of
said
I said, "I don't know."
you don't know.
So wait. So finally, he took me to the doctor, and the doctor
not
went
me.
up in my nose with a forceps. You know what he found? He found a Parcheesi dice.
So
It's
you knew
just
it was in there.
I knew it. I put it
You
up
didn't want
there.
your ass beat.
No, I didn't want my ass beat,
it's
but I
just
still put it
dice.
up there. I'll just never forget. My dad was like, "What is that sound when you're breathing?" I was like, "I don't know." And the doctor went in there, and hey, when the doctor looks in your ear, you know what he sees? A lot of noise. Can I get a rim shot? No, we don't have a band yet.
Did you like? Was there like a inflation in your nose?
No, they were small dice. Parcheesi dice are smaller than like normal like craps dice. I felt like I was
Oh,
shoving like a casino dice up there, like
okay. Because I
Arnold
had seen
Schwarzenegger in
guys.
Total
Walk
Recall.
around with a
No, you
big
remember Arnold
nut.
Schwarzenegger in Total Recall? He's pulling that thing out of his nose like, I cannot do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. No.
Well, how'd that go again?
I'm not doing that again. That hurt my nose.
Jeez.
A little bit of my pride too.
That is so good.
You know, I mean, again, you know, is social media dumbing down the world? I think yes.
Do you think so? In all honesty, or do you think like
I think the fact that yes, we have all the knowledge at our fingertips now with technology, but when was the last time you Wikipedia, you know, or like actually went to look at some actual facts? No, you're on TikTok scrolling, looking at damn. Hey, baby, it's me. All you princesses and queens out there, you know.
hello, my
So
kings and queens?
yeah, you know
Hey, Laws, can
exactly.
you do
So
me one favor?
no, don't
No.
listen to him.
No, hold on,
Anyway,
no, I don't want that. Laws, if you'll look in the TikToks that I sent you, there's one of the dude with the soda. Will you play that?
Yeah.
See if you can find that. That's the one I want to play. This is you want to talk about the dumbing down of America when it comes to TikTok. It's this video right here. That Laws is looking up. You know which one I'm talking about.
Jesus Christ.
So, but I have learned a few things. Like this one guy, I was actually looking at some pizza, like hashtag pizza, and some guy gave me an idea for a pizza special that we ran at our restaurant. That was a huge seller. Like I actually learned something. If you look up to learn, you're going to look up to learn. Mindless scrolling is just that, right? It's McDonald's for your brain. No,
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think
Absolutely good question. Do you agree
I didn't.
with the freedom of speech, or do you think someone should decide what's acceptable to say? I'm not gonna lie, and I'll probably get a lot of hate back from it, a lot of controversy. I believe, you know, that there should be a lot of things that people just shouldn't be left up to decide. You know, again, like
But
I
is
said,
speech one of them? Speech specifically. It's a good question.
I believe in freedom of speech. Yes, definitely, that is one of the ones that we now freedom to express that speech to the masses maybe should be a little more in my opinion, you know, monitored.
Is burning a flag freedom of speech?
Yeah, yes, it is. Regardless of
Okay.
how people feel about it, I understand the people that protect this country, you know, feel a certain way about it because they formed a certain bonds. But again, that's what you're fighting for. You know, that's essentially the whole thing. You know, they have the right
Fair
to do
enough.
that, and if somebody wants that, that's fine. You know, want to do that, that's fine. Again, you might sit there and you might throw a Bible down on the floor and be like, I don't care. Okay, that's fine. It's your right to do that. You know, because the Bible may not mean to you what it means to me,
Yeah.
and I
So my
as
grandma,
a citizen have to respect that.
my grandmother was hyper religious, and she used to make us stand on the Bibles in a circle and pray.
Stand on the
Stand
Bible.
I was,
on the Bible?
yeah, and I always thought that was degrading to the Bible, but she thought you're standing on the Word of God. It's powerful. I never knew how I felt about that. I always thought that wasn't good. But what do I know? Anyway, I digress. We're getting late
More or
in
less
the
like,
show.
but
I'm
more or
getting
less
tired.
what I'm talking about is like, okay, again, the people that are out there, like to me, if you're out there making fake TikToks to, you know, and you know, and you're doing social media experiments by getting on from people's taking advantage of people's horrible situations for likes and stuff like that. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff that should be monitored heavily. This is the stuff that I believe should be shut down. You should not be making money off the backs of other people like that. You know, where you're exposing
But it's
somebody.
freedom of speech. You shouldn't.
But again, that's what I'm saying. That's
They're,
where my
they're,
controversy. That's where my controversy comes in. Where stuff like that should be monitored. You know, by all means, that's what I'm talking about.
so when
When it
you,
comes down to it.
and again, I'm asking because I want to know your point of view. You know, I love you a lot. Where's the line drawn though? At what point do you say, well, they shouldn't be this, then it shouldn't be this, then it shouldn't be this, then
You're
it
right,
shouldn't
and
be, you know what
like
I
I said,
mean? Doesn't it grow exponentially?
exactly. It's better not touched. You know, it's better not touched because again, you know, what's distasteful for somebody may be tasteful for somebody else. You know, same thing with comedy. It's subjective. So, like I said, again, This is just my personal opinion on the matter. Like I said, will it be done? No. Should it be done? No. Do I want it to be done? Sometimes, but again, like I said, who decides? Who's the judge? Who will be the ultimate voice? There is none because, like I said, it is subjective, and we all have different points of view in the world, and that's just one of the things I have to respect. If I don't like a video, do I wish I could just shut that content creator down? Yeah, but what I do, just skip it, block it.
Right? Doesn't it
Unfollow.
take like half a second to skip it to move on to the next video instead of the 4
Exactly.
minutes it takes to bitch about it? That I do agree on. Not all opinions need to be spoken out loud.
Yeah, but like I said,
That's what my mama told me once.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that a person can change, truly change?
No.
What did they say? Once a cheater, always a cheater?
No. A tiger cannot change its stripes.
So do you
I've always believed that.
Once people cheat, they will always cheat?
No. I think that there's opportunities that present themselves that allow cheating, but I don't think that a cheater would actively, well, maybe. I don't know. That's a shit.
I mean, it's the same thing as a recovering drug addict, right? Do we sit there and say, no, you're a drug addict, you've been a drug addict, you're going to stay a drug addict?
Or abusive people who have beat the living shit. Excuse my language. Sorry.
Yeah.
Beat the living crap out of somebody. And then later on in life, you worry that they're going to beat the crap out of you.
That's a really good point. Can a cheater ever really stop cheating? Is it in their DNA to just want to cheat? What do you think, Oz? Well, you said, can a tiger change his stripes? Can a cheater stop cheating? Is it the nature or nurture? Like, was there something in their past that makes them want to cheat, where they have like a fear of intimacy, or what's the situation?
I think what we're talking about, the difference is between we're talking about characteristics versus natural born traits.
Nature versus nurture.
Essentially, yeah. So me, born, raised Mexican American, I could never ever be white, black, Chinese. You know what I'm saying? I could adapt a culture. I could identify with a culture more differently, but I'll never be what I am, more than what I am. You know what I'm saying?
Once a Mexican, always a Mexican.
Exactly. So, like I said,
and now we have the title of tonight's episode.
Yeah, that's it. But like I said, we're talking about characteristics, But I guess with characteristics, one can change. I believe someone can change truly, if they want to. Again, that is up to them.
You got a guy who cheats, right? And that's his MO. He's cheated in his last 5-6 relationships. Is it because he hasn't found the right one? And when he does finally find the one, he can quit?
No, it is
you
because
don't think
he's
so?
immature. He is immature. Cheating is immature. Right? If you wanted to sleep around, just be single.
It's a decision that you make.
All right,
that is basically somebody you can't help. It's not like you're. I'm sorry, honey, I can't help it. I cheated on you.
No, somebody who cheats is one of those people that always wants things their way. They want their cake, they want to eat it too.
You think it's a control issue?
No, it's a not ever having to live with repercussions, not ever have to take any self accountability. It's the simple fact that you've never actually had to live with the consequences of your decisions, because you either always made yourself out to be a victim, or C, you yourself just don't care. You feel like
that's the real basis and borderline for the reason to cheat. I think it falls on. I think there's too many variables. Like, what happens if
you can't sit there and say, "Oh, I grew up. My mom was a cheater. My dad was a cheater. I'm gonna be a cheater."
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, say you meet a woman, you fall head over heels. 2 weeks later, the sex just stops, but you still have a connection with this person. They're like your best friend. You want to be around them all the time.
They break up and be best friends.
No, really.
Simple as that.
Fair enough.
If your partner is not meeting your expectations or is not working to meet those expectations, and you are not happy, and you are finding yourself looking at other options, and you find yourself detaching from the relationship, leave. Simple as that. Don't waste nobody's time.
What happens when there's children involved?
Leave. Why would you want your children to say, "Hey, my mom and dad stuck it out even though they weren't in love. I'm going to do the same thing with my partner."
Yeah. I've never agreed with people sticking around for the kids. I feel
enough.
like that's probably one of the worst decisions you can ever make because
This
those
is a hard
children are
topic for me to
suffering. Those children are
see, and
suffering.
that's where I feel like the
But
deficit
again,
because
You know,
remember what I
newborn
said though.
those
babies can
feeling.
see things.
But remember
People
what
don't
I
think.
said though. It is only when you realize that you and your partner are not working together or working
Yeah.
to be better, all right, that you leave. Remember, I said that. I said, now, if you know and the other person doesn't care, then you don't care. That's it. Walk away. Simple as that. That's the exclusion there. That is the difference between what I said and what you're thinking about. You have to
Fair
make
enough,
two
man.
people have to be on the same page to work together.
I
One
agree
of
with
the
that.
other ones. All right, guys. This has always been a topic. This has always been an interesting topic right here, right? Does money and can money buy happiness?
Yes. Yes. 100%, dude. If you don't have to worry about money, you can spend your life focused on the greater things in life, like art, like bettering yourself, like doing things stepping out of your comfort zone because you have the means to do it. If you're stuck to a 9 to 5, that's what you're stuck with, man. If all I had to do is go to work to survive, I wouldn't be alive, dude. You know what I mean? You have other options out there to keep you going. Yeah, money absolutely buys you happiness. If I had the money to quit my job today and just do nothing but focus on the Fat and Spicy show, I would be 70% happier. Just saying. And tell me that's not happiness. You wouldn't be the same way, Jacob, if you had to stop, if you could stop going to work
I'll tell you
because
what.
you had the money to stay home. You wouldn't be happier just working on the show all the time and giving us the best that we could have.
I would be momentarily happy.
Okay. So when would the happiness
Because
stop?
once
You're
you
not
ran out of
bored. You
stuff
got
to
something to
do,
work on.
once you ran out, but again, I work on it with the job that I have. Though you see, what I'm saying, I work on it with the job that I have, with the time
Mhm.
that I have. I'm still working on the show. This is why we got this far. So, is it
Like,
possible?
does that job
Yes.
make you happy?
But I mean, what
Would
job?
you be happier with $4 million in the bank? So you didn't have to go
Would
to
I be?
work every day?
I I'll tell you what. Like I said, it comes down. Like I said, it's momentary happiness. It's momentary happiness because all of a sudden you find yourself in a position where you're buying things. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy that. Because why? It's gonna make you happy. But the thing is, you keep buying things. Why? Because you're not really happy. You're buying more and
Okay.
more, thinking that you're happy, thinking that it's making you happy. But what's going to happen to that 75-inch TV when you get the theater, the built-in theater room? It's going to
Right.
sit there. You're never going to use it again. What's going to buy? What's
I
going to
think
happen to that McLaren
Who's
when you
gonna
buy the
watch
new
that
Porsche?
75-inch TV with you?
But what's
I
what's
think
going to
you're
happen
thinking
to that
about this all
McLaren?
wrong though.
No,
You're
it's
you're
the
you're,
same
you're talking
concept.
like an average, but the smart people take that money and they invest it. They live off the interest, and you can actually make a life where that's your paycheck is what comes in off that
But
interest. You're not out there buying crazy shit. You're just living off the interest. You're not spending 100,000. You only have $4,500 coming in a month off the interest of your, the millions you put in the bank.
so then you're
You
not
still don't
living
have to
richly.
wake
You know what I'm
up.
saying?
You don't have to live richly to be happy. You just have
So
to be
then
able
what
to
kind of
follow your
money?
passion.
So what kind of money are you talking about then?
Like you tell me what it takes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
No,
you
what's
happy.
the amount of money that you're talking about? That is money by having. How much money are we talking about?
Enough
Are we
money
talking?
that I can live every month without having to worry about what's going to pay my rent or my groceries.
Okay, so it's just a couple of more thousand than what you have now.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
that would
okay.
make
So
me
that's
happy.
different. That's different. That's a different type of
You said,
money.
can money buy happiness? And I said, yes,
Yeah,
it can.
correct. But most of the time when people are talking about, they're just talking about millions and billions of dollars, right?
Well,
So
that's
like I said,
subjective,
that's.
right?
But like I said, most of the time when people ask the question, "Does money buy happiness?" It's a millionaire, it's a billionaire saying, "Oh, money doesn't buy happiness." And like, you're looking like, "Hey, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Throw
Yeah.
me a
They
bill."
can say that because they have the fucking billions of dollars to say that.
So that's what I'm saying. So when it comes from that, yeah, it's a different. Like I said, we're talking about a different class of money here. Now, do you need that kind of class of money to be happy? No. Now,
No.
does like I said, does a living wage buy happiness? Yes. It will buy you some form of financial freedom, which allows you to free up yourself from having to work all the time, which allows you to spend more time with the things that make you happy, like your family, like the show. So I guess the question should be does financial freedom buy happiness?
I think the question that I think you want to ask is how much money will buy you true happiness?
That's true.
What is the amount? And I think everybody out there has a price. I mean, that's just the way of the world, right? Everybody has a
Yeah.
price.
I think it's situational too because like
What's your price?
you could be
Spicy?
single. You could be
My
single
price?
and you could have as much money as you want to have, and then you're still missing out on that companionship.
So
and
what
all
would
the
what
money.
would what would old P Diddy have to offer you?
I tell you what, if somebody out there was like, I'm going to sponsor the show and keep this going, what would it take to what's the bare minimum that it would take to make you quit your job so that you could work on this, have freedom, spend time with your family, spend time on the house because my house needs some repairs.
Here we go.
I would literally say,
Spicy at the
you know what
Bohemian
my price
Grove.
is? My price is $5,000 a month. If I got a check for $5,000 a month personally, myself, with my wife could keep working. You know, she's a psychologist. Because she likes that work. But
when you
that's
guys
what I
see
would need,
Spicy here next
$5,000
week,
a month.
Covering one eye, just know he's getting that 5,000 a week.
You know how it goes, baby. I'll take what
Means
it
he has
takes.
to give an eyeball.
Illuminati in the house.
Oh, God, stop.
This podcast is sponsored by the Illuminati.
Shut the fuck up, dude. No, it's not. No, it's not. By no means is it at all.
It absolutely is. Notice how the Phat and Spicy logo over my shoulder looks like a triangle. It's all about the
Oh my
No,
God.
it's not. It's not. Don't listen to this fool.
You're the one that says you find symbols
Don't
everywhere.
Don't listen to it. There are symbols everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That is easy to be seen. Okay. But again,
The
it's
two
just
chili
not
peppers
here.
each represent both sides of the political party. One's a Democrat, one's a Republican chili. In the middle, they make perfect salsa, and the nation's gonna burn. It's perfect. See, that's our symbol. Illuminati all the way. Oh,
We
baby.
just lost-
You don't
we
know what
just
you would do
lost-
without me,
listen.
motherfucker.
We just
Oh,
lost
God.
a total of 3 viewers because of that.
We just lost half of our followers.
You know what?
because
You know
react in
what?
a
Sometimes the truth hurts.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Is cannibalism okay?
No. Oh, well, depending. Let me ask you this. Let me cross-examine real quick. If I went to the doctor and I said, Doctor, I want you to remove my leg, but keep it fresh. And then I took that leg to my house.
Hey, our viewers come back. Where'd they go?
Hold on. Let me wait. I took that leg back to my house and I cooked it perfectly. Would you try a piece?
No.
No, because there's
Why not?
no reason. Where did you get the leg?
It was his
Well,
leg.
because it's
He
hard-
just said he went to the doctor and he got his
It's my
leg
leg.
cut off.
I had my
Why was
leg
it
cut
cut
off.
off?
I asked because
You got
I wanted to
gangrene?
serve it.
Did you
Oh,
guys
no,
know
dude,
that
that's what I'm
only
saying.
there's only one state
You're
in the
missing
United
the
States?
point, guys. Hold on. You're missing the point. If I went and I asked
don't
the
want to
doctor,
eat your leg, Spicy.
you wouldn't
I
try it.
don't care if
You wouldn't want to
sauce
know
it.
what it tastes like.
I don't care if you caramelize it. I don't care if you slow cook that motherfucker underground in a makeshift smoker. I don't want to taste your damn leg.
So then what's the difference between that meat and cow meat?
One goes, what's the difference between that meat and cow meat?
I can
The
look
other
at
one
a
goes,
cow
"Moo."
and I can say, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?" And he ain't gonna look back and go, "Ain't nothing, muchacho, just here hanging out."
So
One
you're saying
goes, "Moo."
sentience makes the meat different.
Yes, it's because
But
I don't
I'm
speak
literally
cow.
saying
If
it's
I spoke
okay to do it.
cow,
I'm
it would be
offering you
wrong,
the meat.
okay? It's because I
But I'm
have that
offering-
little bit of a fallback on that. I don't know what that cow's saying. He could be screaming and crying. I don't know. I don't speak cow. Doesn't bother me none. But if all of a sudden one day I could speak cow, I'd be like, "Hey, look, no more burgers up in this house."
Did
And
you
that's
guys
why the
know?
aliens are gonna. That's why the aliens are gonna take over because they're gonna come and say, "Well, they didn't say don't eat me
Let them.
because
I'm
we
gonna
don't
be
understand
like,
what they're saying."
Eat me, bitch. I'm sorry. Did you know? I'm scared.
We try to have a family friendly show, guys. We apologize.
You know, I miss when you weren't on Cam Laws.
I'm just saying crazy things. What if
Did
they
you
want
know?
to be?
Yeah, what if they want to be eaten? That's what Absolute said. Listen, okay?
No, but I see what you're saying. But again, like I said, that's a self-conscious decision. If he wants to serve himself up, that's his personal preference. He can do it.
But you wouldn't
By
try it.
all,
You wouldn't try human
No.
meat.
I don't want to
Not at
try
all.
you. No.
What about horse? Would
What
you
are
try
gonna be
horse?
like, oh, you're gonna be like, hey, guess what? And I'm like, what? I got a little bit of myself inside you. No.
No, I wouldn't trick you with it. I'd offer it up.
No,
I'd
I'm
offer
saying-
it up with all honesty
Look,
because I'm curious to see
that's
who
what
the
I want you
takers
to
are.
say.
Wait, I got two things real quick. The first thing was something like that happened to my friend the other day when she went to a Mexican restaurant and they had
Somebody
tacos.
cut her leg off.
No, she was like, haha, you had menudo. And she didn't know.
Oh well,
And-
menudo's easy.
And
But
the second
menudo
thing-
is not cannibalism. Where we're going on for this?
It's weird. Anyways, the second thing is,
It is weird.
did you know that cannibalism is not
And
illegal?
when I say menudo, is menudo.
It's
Menudo
not illegal where?
is not illegal in the United States except Idaho.
Idaho's the only state that cannibalism is illegal.
Yeah, it's the only state in the U.S. that has a law explicitly addressing cannibalism. The law passed in
Wow.
1990 allows cannibalism in cases of extreme life-threatening conditions as the only
Okay,
apparent
well.
means of survival. In other
We're
cases,
talking about the movie
cannibalism,
Alive here.
14 years in prison if you eat your mate.
Okay, but what if I were to serve it up regularly? Would I still go to jail? Like if I had a dinner party and all the people there were willing to try my leg?
But that's still interesting though. Like you could be in Arkansas in the middle of nowhere and you're like in a plane crash and nobody's gonna find you, but it's illegal to eat your friend that just died. But you're like,
Well,
man, I wish I was in Idaho
Well,
because then I could
it's
eat
kind
my
of the same
friend.
question. It's the same question. If a gremlin eats in California, is eating on a plane and crosses a time zone into another country and it's after midnight, does he turn into a gremlin? Is it time zone based?
It's so funny that you said that because I literally just told my mom about gremlins. I don't want to tell you what the lead up story was, but we were just talking about gremlins tonight. It's pretty funny.
How about this? If a gremlin eats a sandwich at 11 o'clock and he has a piece of meat stuck in his teeth and it falls out at 12:01 and he happens to swallow it, did he eat after midnight?
Yes.
Did he become a gremlin?
Yes.
These are the questions.
He still consumed it.
Okay, fair enough. I agree with that one. The time zone one bothers me though. What's the gremlin time zone? Is it like GMT +3?
I don't know.
I think we're falling off the rails.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Don't worry about it, man. It's gremlin talk. It ain't for you.
So yeah, anyways, Idaho is the only state where it's not illegal as long as you guys are in a situation where it's life-threatening.
Okay, so it has to be a
So-
life or death situation before you can eat somebody.
That's what it says, unless I'm reading it wrong. Yes.
I'm not opposed to trying it. I will say that. If somebody was like, "Do you want to try a piece of human flesh?" and it's like legally and ethically cooked and done, I'd give it a shot. I want to try horse, but people are like, "Don't eat horses, but you can eat cows." Well, there's no fucking difference, is there really?
I have friends when I was over in China. I have friends that had eaten horse heart. Multiple.
Well, I don't know about the
friends
heart. I don't eat anything heart. I don't even want to eat cow. I eat beef all the time. I don't want to eat cow heart. But I
At the
would try
gas stations, they had dolphin soup or shark fin soup.
shark fin soup. Now that's a thing.
Shark.
That I
Would you
don't
eat it?
I don't see anything bad about that. I mean, I don't like the way they do it where they cut the fin off and throw the shark back in the water. That's mean, but food is food, man. If it gives your body energy and it tastes good, eat it.
I feel like there's certain things that you shouldn't eat, though.
Like human?
Yeah. Or things that are getting ready to be extinct.
Well, I don't want to eat no extinct animal. I mean, that's fair enough. Jacob, what's the weirdest food you've ever had? I mean, like, you can't believe you ate it, but you did. Laws, I'm not talking about your second date, so be quiet.
The weirdest food I've ever had.
Like, you've had menudo, right? Which is, tripa.
Yeah. I've
That's
had
tongue,
menudo.
right?
No, it's tripe. It's the intestinal lining of the stomach.
Menudo?
Yeah.
What's tongue?
Hmm?
Lingua.
Lingua.
Lingua. That's what they had. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah,
I've had
like I
tongue.
said, all that, but all that stuff's not weird to me.
Tongue too.
Right.
You know, like I said, I grew up with that, so it's not weird to me. I honestly, dude, I can't. I don't know. Harry Potter jelly beans. I don't know.
Really?
You never had,
the
like bugs.
I never ate bugs. I never was like, let's
You
roll
ate
roly
that
poly tastes like.
scorpion.
Hey, you know, scorpion. What are you talking
I
about?
thought
You
you
didn't
said
eat a
you had
scorpion.
the scorpion, like a scorpion.
No, we were talking about what we. No, remember that we were talking about what this challenge was going to be, and we were talking about
we
the
were talking
scorpion
about
lollipops.
yeah, scorpion lollipops, or
What's
the
the
hairy.
weirdest thing? Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I never been one to be like, go out there and be like, I want to eat bugs. No.
I did eat an octopus that they poured soy sauce over, and the little arms started doing this because it was like reacting with the sodium or the acid in the soy sauce, so it made the little legs move. But you're
You
supposed
ate
to
it.
just take
You
your
sucked it up.
chopsticks, pop it in your mouth real quick. It was
I do
moving
that
around
too
on my
when you
tongue.
put soy sauce on me.
So thanks for joining us on the Fat and Spicy Show, guys. This will be the last time that you see Laws in person on camera. I'm teasing. You know I love you.
All right. Before we
No.
go, guys, we're going to ask a couple more questions, guys, to get the 2024 Click-Debait over with, guys. No, it wasn't the debate for the presidential. Sorry, guys, if we ruined it. We don't care about that. Okay, because
I don't care.
guess who's gonna win? Somebody I don't care. Anyways, does voting matter? That's another question. I'm just kidding. No, we're not gonna answer
because the Illuminati controls it all.
Shut your mouth, dude. Already. Oh my god. Oh Lord.
All hail our reptilian overlords. The lizard people. They're out there. All right, what do you got? What do you got, Phat?
Should there be a mandatory military service for all citizens?
Like,
you know what there should be? I'll tell you what there should be. When you graduate from high school, some countries make you spend 2-3 years in the army. I think you should get a passport and be forced to travel around the world for 2-3 years. You will realize that no matter where you live, people are all the same, man. You experience some different cultures, you make some new friends. Maybe your biases kind of fall by the wayside at that point. You know what I mean? Who knows?
So what happens? So what would happen if somebody gets killed over because they forced them to go to a different country?
They
get kidnapped. When somebody gets killed because what happens when somebody gets killed because they were forced to join the army and fight for a war they don't give a shit about? Meanwhile, you're across the country, learning a new culture, meeting new people, going to new schools, having maybe romantic relationship. You never know.
How many
but you're not fighting.
Colleges overseas have like gap years? We don't have gap year here. I mean, I guess we have.
They do have like study abroad.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think that everybody should be encouraged. I don't know about force, but I think everybody should be encouraged to travel at least a year.
I think travel over like having. I mean, what's the army? I heard it in a movie. It's some guy who gives you a gun and tells you to kill another guy you don't know. Right?
So
that's the army.
So with that, do you ever feel like any war is actually justified?
No, not one.
So in the history of history, there's never been a war that's been justified.
Nope.
Pearl Harbor.
Not one. Nope. Shouldn't happen in the first place. World War II should have ever been started.
But we're not talking about if it should have started or should have started. Is it justified?
No. No war is justified.
We should have never. So the America should have never retaliated against Japan.
The what?
Do you believe that what we did to Japan was just? They bombed like 3 of our ships, and we went over and killed a fucking country with nuclear weapons. No, violence is not the answer. That's my feeling. You asked the question. I'm just giving you my own.
No. I get it. Like I said, but that's not. Again, we're not talking about the logistics of what happened. We're talking about if war was justified. It was retaliation justified. Now, we're not talking about the depths of retaliation, how it was, how big or how small. Was it justified?
Is it right for your daughter to hit your other daughter because she wants her toy?
Is it right for your?
Is it right for one of your daughters
that hit them at school?
No, I didn't say that. I
it's the
said, if
same
one of
concept.
your daughters, hold on, answer the first question, please. If one,
If you want
if
something that
one
somebody else
daughter has a toy and the other daughter wants it, is she allowed to hit the other daughter to take that toy?
no. So
Then there should
now
be no
let me
war.
rebuttal that. You're one of your daughters hits your son, or one of your sons hits the other one. Is he allowed? Is it okay for him to hit him back?
No.
So he's just take the lick.
There's other ways to dispel this. Wars have been set. There was a war that was settled over a game of chess. That's how easy it is. Talk. Put your ego aside. Sit down and fucking have a conversation like you and I are. We don't always agree, dude. But tomorrow we're gonna be on a fucking voice call laughing it up with each other.
So the thing is, we're talking about small things like hitting. What happens when it comes to somebody's lives?
What's the difference? It's still violence. It's still causing harm to somebody because of an ideal.
So how do you make that right? How do you go back to the families and say, hey, look, guys, we're sorry it happened to you, but
it shouldn't have happened in the first place. But if it has to be like that, then man, I don't know how to debate this. I really don't. Aside from, I just don't think there's any situation in which violence is justified. I think people have been given the opportunity to speak. I think people have been given the opportunity to have a voice, and they should use them. Use your mouth, not your fists. If it's true in porno, it's true in fucking war.
that's a horrible fucking analogy.
Said what I said. I have spoken.
What does RZA got to say?
I don't know if
what do you put over there? What's that? What's RZA's comment say, Laws?
Sorry, I have a cat, but in my
yeah, I saw the cat. I saw you grabbing the cat. He's like, get off of me.
Says this child. Let's see. Doesn't work because they're kinship and their sibling because they go. If I walk outside and some stranger starts hitting me, I'm not going to stand there. I'm going to fight back.
So the child example doesn't work because your kids shouldn't hit your sibling because they should go to a parent for help. If I walk outside and some stranger just starts hitting me, I'm not going to just stand there and go, I'm going to fight back.
Or you could run. He who fights and runs away can run away another day.
Run away and get stabbed in the back.
Well, that's stuck on the screen.
Welcome to America. I don't know. Man, I just don't think that violence is ever an answer for anything. I think that if you and I had a disagreement,
so
it'd be
at
more
what
beneficial
point
to both parties for you and me to sit down and talk than to go, come here, motherfucker.
Okay, so what if there's no talking? The bully decide he wants to beat your ass. Like, doesn't matter. He's gonna beat your ass. He don't like your face.
Then walk away and let him bully someone else.
It's too late. He's beating your ass. What are you doing then?
Is this war?
Is it?
I mean, I guess I brought up you know what? That's not fair for me to say because I did bring up the child thing. So I get what you're saying. I do. And
at what point do you sit there and say, oh, it's not war, it's defense. It's defending yourself.
Okay, then let's talk about this. Everybody's up in arms
butter
over.
Coming in with the wazah.
Everybody's talking about.
I just caught that. It says wazah.
You just
I thought it was wazah. I was like, what is wazah? Like the wazoo?
Can I tell a joke real quick before we continue?
Well, hold on. Yes, quickly. I really don't. I really want to get to this point.
What does Sushi A tell Sushi B?
What?
Wasabi. Okay, we can go now.
So one thing that does bother me that I've seen in the news is a lot of people that are like, you know what? We need to be rallying. Israel shouldn't be defending themselves and blah, blah, blah. They were attacked. So shouldn't they have every right at their disposal to, like, they're like, well, now there's hostages and Israel has to stop attacking and Netanyahu's a war criminal, blah, blah, blah. Shouldn't he have the right to retaliate as much as he wants because he was attacked first? Is that the right answer then?
Yes. Everybody has the right to defend themselves. Okay. And that's what it comes down to. And it's always going to come down to a matter of perception. You know, this country sees it right. Our country sees it right. You know, in the end, that's the biggest thing is that there is no The biggest issue with today is that there is no clear definition or defining reasons of why we are going to war. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
good
saying?
point.
One country says this
Well,
and they believe it. The other country says that and we believe it. There's no truth in any of it.
what do they say? Nobody's the villain in their own story, right?
Yeah. But when it comes down to the tax of it, when it comes down to the real, is it if you walk outside and someone's threatening you or your family, you have the right to defend yourself. And when that means going to war, it means going to war.
I agree with you. Now, for the sake of the debate that we were having, of course, I'm going to play devil's advocate. You know me, I'm as liberal as they come, but I also do believe in protecting yourself and protecting your family and protecting your whatever's your property. So on that stuff, I do agree with you. Um, Personally, I do think that more is gained from sitting and talking than throwing fists.
Yeah, yeah. By all means, like I said, it's not the
You
fact
know,
that it's not a thing. Like I said, if it can be avoided, by all means, avoid it. It should be a last line of defense to have to go to war to use atomic weapons. You know what I'm saying? That should
so
be the
then why didn't
last
Putin
straw.
just talk to Netanyahu and say we want your land?
I'm pretty sure they probably did.
Do you think they did? Do you think there was that conversation before? Because I'm not that big on foreign policy. Like I said, I try to stay away from a lot of
I
the
think I
the
think it's more.
news. You know,
I think what it is with when you get into a certain um, standing in the political government, and you start to look it down on everybody else. It's not more or less like Anson, hey, I want your house. It's more like, hey, the tax man's here. Your tax has been doubled on your house because of this new bill that was proposed and pushed by Jacob. Now your taxes are raised. Can you pay it, or are you gonna move out?
mm,
You see what I'm saying? I
I
didn't
see
come
that.
directly tell you that I want your house,
Right.
but I'm gonna let you know it.
I feel that.
So
Shit, man.
again, was it
Maybe
known? I think
sometimes
it was.
war
I
is
think it was
justified. Maybe
known. I think it was
you might have
known. Like
changed
I
my
said,
mind tonight, dude.
I think it was known, but like I said, it wasn't. It wasn't. It never will be put in plain sight because they play a different ball game than we play.
Again, I don't. I'm not a foreign policy guy, so I just look Rizzo. I'm not being that guy. I just read the headlines and I take what I can. I'm that guy, right? I don't have time to read the whole fucking story. Although I
I
did
am.
read recently, I was talking to you about this the other day that Putin wanted to use some of the nuclear weapons in Ukraine. Did you see that? Like that was a thing. But
Yeah,
then
he
you
said.
said
Well,
something that made me say what you said because you made me think after you said that. I was like, really? Say it.
because he said. What did he say? I could have did it, but I didn't do it.
I could have, but I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying, like,
You
come
said
on.
that was just a hard flex, right?
It's. I mean, come on. Literally. I mean, it's a flex. What would you say if you're gonna do it? Do it.
If you
Like,
could have done it, you would have done
yeah. Like I said, there's
it. Or if you really
nobody.
wanted to have.
He said I was this. He was like I was this close to doing it. Like I was right there. I was about to do it, but I changed my mind the last second.
I'm
Shut your
telling you,
ass
he's
up.
the Russian Trump. We
Shut
have the
up.
biggest missiles. Our missiles are the biggest. They're the best. They're huge missiles. They will go across the world. We have the best world. Russia and the number one. I don't know. I
That
don't want to get off on all this, but you know what? I will say we've been going at this for almost 2 fucking hours,
I will,
dude.
and we're gonna end this with the one last controversy, guys, because again,
Yes.
I know with the recent stuff that's happened around me here, guys, in
Wait, what's going on
the
with you?
well, not with me, I said here, around here, with the school shootings, and stuff like that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know it's a horrible thing to talk about, but it has to be talked about. And what I
That was
want
in your
to know is,
backyard.
well, it wasn't in my bag. It was about maybe about 3 hours from me. But the crazy
Still.
part about it is it set off a chain reaction of events of all of a sudden, like it trickled all the way down from all of a sudden now kids thinking it's funny to sit there and retweet things like this or make Snapchat jokes about, oh, our school's next. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But again, that's the social media influence, dude. I think, but I said that's the whole desensitizing the world. But again, that's a conversation for a different time. But again, like I said, the point is it happened. Should it have happened? No. And are we at the point in time where we should just hang up our guns and be like, the rest of the country? Do we need strict gun laws? Do we need more gun laws? Do we need just to have guns taken away? Like, what is it? that you guys think we need?
Let me ask you, dude, because it's a really good question. You bring up a great point. Do you think the father should have been arrested for buying his son
He
an
was. He
AR-15?
was. He was
But
charged.
I'm not saying that he wasn't. I'm saying, do you agree with that? That he was arrested for
Yes.
buying the gun
Yes.
for his son? Good. 'Cause
Yes.
I talked to a guy the
Because
other
the
day
fact is
who
that
argued that he shouldn't have been.
it said before, despite previous warnings of this kid and his previous threats,
Yeah.
it went
If
ahead
my
and did
son
it.
was had that, well, as a parent, you have to know. I'm a parent of 4 kids. As a parent, you have to know the personality of your child. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And if that personality is just not quite right, maybe you don't buy him a gun at 14. I'm just saying.
You don't buy
And
again,
here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. Not only did you
and
give the
not
kid a
an
gun,
AR. You don't buy
you
an AR.
fine, give him the AR.
Don't
Don't
buy him
let
an
him
AR. You
have
buy
the
a 22.
Don't let him have the bullets. That's my problem. Buy him a gun. Fuck, go ahead. Buy him whatever he wants. Don't give him the fucking bullets. Why did the kid
My
have
thing is
bullets in
this.
his possession?
My thing
That's
is
why the
this.
father should be
Why
arrested.
did he have the gun in his position at all?
That's a
If
good
it's a
point.
gun, if it's a gun that you're using and he's using for hunting, it's locked up. You don't keep the fishing poles in your room. You keep them in the garage. You keep them in the back of the truck until you need them. You ain't walking
But
around with fishing poles
you
all
get my
day,
point.
every
You can
day.
still own a fishing pole, but if you don't give the guy a hook, he ain't gonna do nothing with it.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You
Why
shouldn't
give
have
him
the
the
fishing
bullet?
pole. You're not walking around Walmart with a fishing pole on you, being like, "Well, maybe I might go fishing today." No, like I said, if it's
Now
for hunting,
you
if
got the
if you
Second Amendment
buy,
guys though that say you can have it on you because of the
I don't give a
Constitution.
damn.
Again,
Like I
we're
said,
talking
you
about the
can,
rights in the
but
Constitution.
we're talking about men. We're not talking about kids that go to school.
Now,
You know what I'm
again,
saying? Like,
I don't agree with the shooting. I don't agree with. I don't like guns. Period. I'm not a gun guy. I'm just not. But for the
I'm a
sake
gun
of the
guy, but
show and for the argument, I do have to state, thinking logically on both sides, I would think, A, you can have whatever gun you want. But B, if you have a 14-year-old child, don't give him fucking bullets. That's my point. Don't give him the goddamn bullets.
yeah, my thing was, like I said, dude, he shouldn't have had the gun in the first place. If it's a gift, if he's going to use it for hunting, then you take it out when it's hunting time. When you're with him and
Yeah,
you're with your son and you can physically watch him and supervise over him, then that's the only reason he should have access to that weapon in the first place.
I agree with you. If I go into my kid's room and there's a shotgun behind the door, I'm going to be a little concerned.
Yeah. So,
Just saying.
that, like I said, it shouldn't have happened. Is stricter gun laws what we need? I think I think they did the right thing and they held the parent accountable. At what point? Yes, there's an age that you shouldn't be held accountable for your parent, but he's 14 years old. You damn right you
Yeah,
fucking held accountable. You damn right
yeah.
that's your child. The school
And they're
and
charging this kid as
I
adult, thank
remember
God.
I remember I got into an argument with a girl that I was talking to at one point because I told her that the school is not her kid's parents. They are not responsible for how your child acts. They are not there to correct your child's behavior.
Yeah.
Like that is not their job. If you send a bad child to school and they get sent back home, that's on you.
Tell that to my school. We were allowed to get
If your
spanked.
child does exactly, if your child does not get an education, this is my personal opinion. If your child is bad and does not act right in school, and they send it home, and they do not get that education that they so desperately need, it is on you. And if you
But do
can't
we
take care of your
know?
child, and if you can, I mean, like I said, there's got to be things put in place again with the whole thing with child protective services. Now you can't hit your kids and blah 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 blah. I don't think you have to beat your kids all the time. You know what I'm saying, dude? Sometimes you have to
all the
correct.
time.
Well,
But
sometimes you got to. If your child is constantly sitting there trying to stick their finger in the electrical socket, you're gonna have to pop that hand because a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old don't understand. No, don't do it because you can get shocked and you can hurt yourself. They don't know what the hell you're saying.
listen, I saw the comments, and I'm going to say I don't think anybody needs to be held responsible except for the family that caused this to happen. Just like there was another school shooting a while back, and the public safety officer was fired because he didn't rush into active gunfire right away. I don't think that he deserved to get let go. You
No,
can't
he
do the
wasn't
job.
trained.
You
Trained for
can't
that.
do
Like I
your
said,
job if you're dead. Pull
right.
back, assess the situation, wait for backup, and then they're like, he didn't rush in and fucking fire his gun at everybody. Good. He showed restraint. He's scared. We're human beings. You don't fire the guy. That was a bother to me. He got fired for that.
Yeah.
Absolute says we can't keep making laws to address every situation, trying to fine tune society that will eventually create something far worse than what you set out to solve. Do agree with
I don't know, man.
building parents
Isn't that what
equality.
laws are for, though? Aren't laws
But
there to
again,
try to create a better
again, you
society and to
cannot like
stop
when,
things?
I agree with absolute. You cannot keep putting a band-aid over a wound and not expect to have to sew that bitch up for to stop bleeding.
But nobody's coming up with a fix. That's my problem. You know,
Rizzo's saying-
Absolute said it. Hold on, going on Absolute's comment. You said it one time, Absolute, when we were in a meeting for AAC. You said everybody comes to me with problems, but nobody comes to me with solutions. So then, what would the solution be for this to stop this? Ban the weapons? Ban
because
what?
I'm gonna tell you just like I tell everybody else. If somebody wants you dead, doesn't matter if it's a knife, doesn't matter if it's a cheese cutter, they're gonna come at you, and you will essentially not have anything to protect yourself with. Okay,
I agree with you, and I'm going to go to Absolute one more time. Yes, because you did, brother. Sometimes you bow down to the lowest common denominator when it came to running stuff. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes people just make decisions based on knee-jerk stuff. I love you, dude, but you know, it's tough to determine who you want to please. Do you please the guys that want the guns? Do you please the people that want no guns? In the middle, where do you find happiness? I don't know. And
that's
that's
what
the
we do. We
problem
split
with
the
all of
United
this, is
States
there is
down
no
the
fix.
middle. We split it down the middle. East Coast, you want guns. West Coast, you don't want guns. Split it right in the middle. Decide where you want to live. We're giving out relocation packages.
Are we? Is that a new thing? Can I get relocated? I want to hang out with you, dude.
Wouldn't
You
that
wanna
be
be in
crazy?
South?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I'm just saying.
That's the fix. That's the fix. You want guns? Go over there. You don't want guns? Come over here.
That's not a bad solution, dude. Like, really? It's like, let's make it like Red Rover.
We got gun states now. That's what they call it now. The gun states.
Red Rover. No guns? Come on over.
That's it, dude.
Is Texas still trying to be its own country? Like, that was a thing
Dude,
for a
I
while,
live
right?
in, listen to this. On the northern California and southern Oregon border, there's a chunk where they want to make their own state called the state of Jefferson. And I'm like, it would never work. Where would you get your funding from? You have no resources. You have no, there's just no, just like annexing Texas or making your own state. I just don't think it would work for them. It seems logistically impossible. I think it's wishful thinking, but I don't think it'll ever happen.
I
It's
agree
just like
with
they wanted to
Rizzo.
make
common sense laws. Common sense.
Yes, and I do agree with that. But you're going to have the lawmakers who are going to argue over what is common sense and what isn't. Well, this is a common sense law. Well, no, it's kind of not. Well, yes, it is. Well, no, it's not. And then you're going to have the same thing we have now. There's always going to be fighting on both sides. That's how I feel.
Rizzo says Texas is the only state that can become their own country if they want, but they are just
Yes.
bluffing. They wouldn't want to lose funding.
And that's exactly what I said. Where would the extra money come from for infrastructure and for, you know, federal funding for schools and all? Now they have the oil money, and there's mining in Texas. There's great copper and gold down there and all silver, lots of silver. So yeah, you can absolutely do that. But you're going to miss that federal fund, and the federal funding is what you need. You don't want to become your own thing.
That's it. But guys, again, we have reached the time, and we went well over our time, guys. We like to thank everybody here who joined us for this 2024 presidential Click-Debait. Okay,
Click-Debait, baby.
Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate the love. Those of you that subscribed, Laws, again, wonderful, beautiful. Thank you for showing yourself to everybody out there, guys. For the subs, we love you. Thank you for the subs. All of that is going to go towards buying Laws a little mini
new camera. Oh, a hat? Camera. We're going to get her a hat. I want to get her one of those beanies with a propeller on top.
A GoPro.
Listen, I want to say this before we go. You and I can disagree on ideals, topics, politics, all that shit. But at the end of the day, man, I still love you. You're my bro.
And I love you.
I
That's
got
my
you
bro.
right
That's
here.
my man. And this is what
You know what
true
I'm saying?
friendship is. This is exactly how
Yeah.
things happen. You debate and you figure out that you are different and you accept that, and it's okay. Because at the end of the day, I love this guy regardless, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? There's no hard feelings here.
That
You
guy.
know what I'm saying? Like I said, we are different, but we understand that we are different. And that's what I love this guy, because I wouldn't love him. He was like me. I'd get annoyed.
We'd be bored.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why we love that one down there, but we love her too. And thank you for showing up tonight, Laws. Thank you so. This has been great. It's so good to see you. Be part of the conversation. Yes.
But as always, guys, I'm Phat.
I'm Spicy.
And this has been the Phat and Spicy Show. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Did you actually even catch the real debate, though? Like,
yeah, I watched some of it. I'm actually going to go back after this and sit and watch the rest of it.
Like,
I was
how
watching
long
some of
was
it. Let me tell you this. It was 50-50. As far as I'm concerned, it was about 50-50. Like, who's winning, who's losing. It was kind of even.
I just want to hear Trump
me.
talk about his golf course, you know?